Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedrat Bamidbar. This week's Sedra is a combination of many different topics, but the Sedra starts off with a count of the Jewish people. The Torah lists the people tribe by tribe and records the amount of people in each tribe. The counting contains an implicit message. As Rashi wrote, the Jewish people were dear to Hashem, so he counted them often. When they left Egypt, he counted them. And when many fell because of the sin of the golden calf, he again counted them to know the number of the survivors. When he came to cause his divine presence to rest among them, he again counted them. On the 1st of Nisan, the Mishkan was erected. On the 1st of Iyar, he counted them. The families of the sons of Kahat shall camp to the south side of the Mishkan. That's what the Pasuk says. As the Sedra discusses the different tribes, it moved to discuss the family of Kahat, but seemingly, parenthetically brings up the tribe of Reuven. As we read in this week's Sedra, the families of the sons of Kahat shall camp to the south. Near them was the division of Reuven, who camped to the south. In his commentary to this pasuk, Rashi wrote, "This teaches us the adage, woe to the wicked, woe to his neighbor, or Rasha or l'shcheno." This explains why Dasan and Aviram and 250 men were killed with Korach and the congregation, for they were drawn into the dispute along with them. In the same vein, a few centuries ago we read of a man who blasphemed. The Torah listed, and the son of the Jewish woman pronounced the divine name and cursed. So they brought him to Moshe. His mother's name was Shlomit, the daughter of Dibri, of the tribe of Dan. Rashi explained that it was necessary to explain why the sinner's mother was from the tribe of Dan. This tells us that a wicked person brings disgrace to himself, disgrace to his father, and disgrace to his entire tribe. Likewise, the converse is true regarding a righteous man. Ahaliab, the son of Achisamach of the tribe of Dan. For Ahaliab, what brought about praise to himself, praise to his father, and praise to his tribe. The idea of bad neighbors and their effect on otherwise good people isn't just listed in the Torah. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos lists it as well in a number of places. Nitai the Arbeli would say, distance yourself from a bad neighbor. And later in Pirkei Avos we find, Rabbi Yochanan says to his students, go and see which is the best trait for a person to acquire. Rabbi Yossi said, a good neighbor. Rabbi Yochanan then said to his students, go and see which is the worst trait, the one that a person shall most distance himself from. Rabbi Yossi said, an evil neighbor. Our scholars have explained the strong influence of neighbors. As the Rambam wrote, one approach to understanding the need to distance ourselves from bad neighbors. Listen to the Rambam's words, they're so crucial. It is natural for a man's character and actions to be influenced by his friends and associates, and for him to follow the local norms of behavior. Therefore, he should associate with the righteous and be constantly in the company of the wise. Why? So as to learn from their deeds. Conversely, he should keep away from the wicked who walk in darkness, so as not to learn from their deeds. I'd like to suggest a different approach to explain why those with bad neighbors frequently find themselves in the same hot water as their evil neighbors. This is going to be a different approach than the Rambam. Although it doesn't seem that a person can be punished for simply an association, merely associating with evil is itself an imperfection. We are to distance ourselves from as far as we can from evil people. When one allows themselves to associate with evil, they can expect to be included in the bad returns. It's a powerful message this week in this week's Sedra, and one that I hope we'll take to heart in deciding who we associate with. Shabbat Shalom.